Dragos from Toronto, Canada. I wanted to share something very important, something effective with you, something that will help you and any person who watches this video to move on with his or her life. Uh, and what I wanted to start first with is forgiveness. Now, everybody knows and heard about forgiveness, and everybody knows that it is important, and everybody will admit that it is easy to talk about, but it's not so easy to do it. Now, the reason I said that I want to talk about forgiveness in this context of succeeding in life is because I want to give it a different perspective. When you forgive, basically, when you make this decision to forgive and move on with your life, you actually take personal responsibility. And what does it mean to take personal responsibility? That means that you take your power back. Because when you don't take personal responsibility and you blame and you accuse other people for what they have done to you, you actually give your power to those people, give your power to the circumstances, and you don't have enough energy and power to move on with your life. Now, the common thing that happens to many people is that once they get hurt, once, twice, or many times, they build a sort of wall around themselves, around their heart, and this helps them in a way because they won't get hurt, they will be protected. But there is something that for the long term is not helpful at all for them, because they block their creativity. So we are all human beings and we are here on earth to be creative. We have this phenomenal ability to be creative. And when we build a wall around us, we block any creativity, because we block anything that comes from outside to us. When we build a wall, actually, we protect ourselves. We won't get hurt anymore, but we will also get protected by any other powerful information. And basically, we live in a sort of shell, very solid shell, but we won't live the life anymore. And if we want to move on with our life and be successful and be creative, we need to get rid of this shell. And how do we do this? By forgiving. Now, there is only one important idea that I wanted to share with you, and this information can even be found in the Bible. The story with Jesus and the woman that was a sinner, Mary Magdalene. Everybody knows this part of the Bible. It is important, speaking about forgiveness, it is important to understand, if we want to do the right therapeutical forgiveness, that from the beginning it is and was nothing to condemn about. And it's nothing basically to hold grudges for, and we need to move on with our life. This is very important to understand, because when we do not forgive, properly forgive, when we say, okay, I forgive you but I won't forget, that doesn't mean forgiveness. We will still condemn that person, and we condemned that person from the beginning. That person or the circumstance or a group of persons, it doesn't matter. But it is about condemnation. We condemn, we blame those persons. We find that it's their fault, which can be partially, but that's not the point here. What I'm trying to say is that when we make the decision to forgive, we need to take personal responsibility. We need to make this decision that we need to get our power back. And when we stop blaming other people for what has happened or what they have done to us, then we get the power back and we are able to move on with our life. So this is what I wanted to share with you, my friends. It's nothing new probably, but it is important to understand from this perspective. If you want to move on with your life, there are lots of emotional scars in the past that you have and we all have. And it is important to make this decision, to forgive the past, to forgive yourself for everything what you've done, to get rid of the guilt and to move on with your life if you want to really succeed in life and be creative. One more thing I wanted to tell you before wrapping up this video. There is a link below this video or above, depending on where I place this video, on Facebook, on YouTube. Check that link, put your email address, and get some valuable information about the business I'm involved in. It's a personal development business. It's really powerful, and you might be interested about. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. See you tomorrow with another video. Bye for now.